Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to a new edition of your program, Special Interview. In this program, we are very pleased to host His Excellency Dr. John Girard. He is a professor at Minot University in North Dakota in the United States of America, and also the founder and chief of Knowledge Strategy. Your Excellency, welcome to the program and welcome to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
Thank you very much.
Okay, in which capacity you're here, Dr. John?
I'm here working with my partners at Success Steps, and we're conducting a series of leadership seminars for different organizations within Riyadh. It's been a fascinating experience so far. I've had the opportunity to do a two-day seminar at the Riyadh Chamber of Commerce, where I met people from public and private sector, just a vast array of different people. And then we've done some sessions with the High Commission for the Development of Riyadh. Very interesting to learn about the work that they're doing and help facilitate them in their adventures. And right now we're working with SWCC.
Okay, now Dr. John, how important training and courses like your or seminars in improving and enhancing the productivity of employees? Not only that, the ultimate product of a company or a governmental sector.
Right, well I believe in a concept called the learning organization. And the learning organization is an organization in which everybody strives for continual learning. They never think that they've arrived at a destination. They're on a journey to continually improve. And if you believe in that spirit, then it's very important, especially for the leaders, that they stay abreast of new ideas and prepare themselves to deal with the challenges of the future. The seminars that we're doing really focus on leadership. And we think that leadership is so important, especially in an environment like Riyadh, where there's such excitement and such opportunities, where we're seeing a huge transformation from only a few years ago. As I visit Riyadh and see the changes that have happened, the only way we can really execute that is if we have high quality leaders that are making the right decisions to help their people. So we really believe that development of leaders is something that's essential. It really will improve both the productivity of the employees, but the leaders themselves. And it builds on this idea of continuing learning. And if you believe in that idea, then I think it's so important that we study and self-reflect, think about how we can improve ourselves, and I think it's just very important.
Okay. Now, in many countries where knowledge-based economies are extremely important, what is the what do we call it, knowledge management? How we define it?
Sure. Well, the short version of definition for knowledge management is it's the creation and exchange of organizational knowledge for some sort of advantage. You know, everything we do in business should be to create some sort of competitive advantage. So sometimes people say, well, isn't knowledge management just some passing fad that comes out of business schools? Isn't it just hype? And I say, no, it's not. I mean, it's been around as long as mankind. We've always strived to learn as much as we can and to create that knowledge and also to share that knowledge. And at present, I think in the current economic challenges that we see, it's likely, as Professor Nonaka said, that knowledge might be the only lasting competitive advantage. So as organizations struggle to work their way through this complex environment in which we're operating now, knowledge is something that really is something that they can control and really differentiate them from others. So it's really about making sure that the organization knows both internally and externally all that they can to make those informed decisions.
And how important is knowledge management?
Well, I obviously believe it's very important. It's what I talk to organizational leaders the most. And what I find is organizational leaders recognize the importance of knowledge management, and they recognize the importance of knowing everything that's happening in their organization. The area that they struggle in is deciding how to implement that. So they've learned that it's something that's important, but many organizations struggle with how to do it. And I think that's because each organization is unique. So it's not like perhaps accounting principles where we can have one set of principles that will work in every organization. In knowledge management, we really have to do an analysis of our own needs and then determine the best way ahead. That's difficult for some leaders to do. I think it's also difficult for some leaders to do because it takes an investment. It takes an investment of resources, in particular time. And sometimes we're just too busy to be doing those things. Now, I argue that if you apply the tools and techniques of knowledge management, in fact, it will be an investment and you will save time in the long run. But sometimes in the short run, it's difficult for leaders to dedicate the resources to do that.